Tonight, the PCH is back open following the Palisades fire in January, and that's great news, not just for drivers, but for the businesses in that area.
Our Jeff Nguyen joins us live from Malibu, where the welcome mat is out except for anyone thinking of speeding. Jeff?
Well, Juan and Jasmine, if you go up or down PCH, you will likely find plenty of business owners who will welcome you with open arms. But as the sign right behind us warns, you don't need to rush. Traffic along the 11-mile stretch of Pacific Coast Highway flowed smoothly in both directions through Pacific Palisades and Malibu Friday night. Earlier in the day, PCH reopened for the first time since the Palisades fire destroyed homes and businesses. At Scott's Malibu Market, the restaurant had its grand opening about 4 months before a series of stops and goes following the Franklin and Palisades fires. Owner Scott Richter says this mostly filled parking lot is a welcome sight.
The morale in Malibu right now is high and everyone's excited.
Businesses had to close their doors for about 2 weeks after the Palisades fire. Then the closure of PCH led to drops in sales, in some cases as much as 70%. Christopher Tompkins owns a coffee and ice cream shop and a restaurant. How did you feel last night knowing that PCH would open today?
I've been counting down the days for the PCH to reopen, and the sense of relief that I had kept me up all night.
There will be limited access to parts of the Palisades to prevent crimes like looting.
And as much as people may be worried about unsavory types coming into town, I think that we're going to see what we're looking at right now, which are young families enjoying Malibu.
If you have a lead foot, beware of the speed limit along PCH.
25 miles an hour, 100 cops, there was no speeding in sight.
Back at Scott's Malibu Market, Richter had been going around the road closure for more than 4 months to get to work. On Friday, his commute was more of a straight shot.
It took me about 45 minutes. Normally it's easy, like an hour 10 in the car each way. But yeah, I look forward to less mileage on the car for sure.
And even though traffic along PCH is open, checkpoints into restricted neighborhoods along the burn scars will be increased. Reporting live in Malibu, Jeff Nguyen, KCAL News.
Desmond Shaw live in SkyCal now over the reopened stretch of PCH.
Des, after months of little traffic, it's nice to see headlights and taillights down there once again, but not a lot right now, huh?
Apps. Yeah, not a lot right now. There were earlier this afternoon as a lot of people were out there for the holiday getaway. Just kind of wanted to emphasize what Jeff was saying as well. There really are a lot of police down here. Here's several LAPD cruisers, actually 3 of them just in this shot alone. So no joke, you really need to obey the speed limit while you're here this weekend. Now, something else that we want to make sure you know, and this is also great news for people coming from the San Fernando Valley if you want to come cool off at the beach this weekend, is that Temescal Canyon reopened as well. That was another one that suffered a lot of damage and mudslides from the Palisades fire and the rains after, but that reopened this morning as well. So that's going to also kind of ease some of the traffic on the 405 as well as PCH getting towards the Malibu area this weekend. So all good news there, and definitely come and enjoy the holiday weekend. We really want to see people come out here and patronize those businesses like Jeff was talking about. Temescal Canyon and Pacific Coast Highway open ahead of schedule just in time for the unofficial beginning of summer. Live in SkyCal overhead, I'm Desmond Shaw, Juan and Jasmine. Back to you in the studio.